I feel bad I haven't seen The Count of Monte Cristo before.
Oh, bro,
Ooh,
you
I
haven't
love
seen that?
Count of Monte.
No,
That's
there's
like-
a lot of classics I haven't seen.
Watch the newer one with Jim Caviezel. It's way better, honestly.
Got
It
it.
is true to the book up until the last 2 minutes.
Which I prefer. I've read the book. I don't like the ending in the book.
What? That's just wrong of you. That's fine.
No, I do like how they ended the movie. It leaves on a good note. So I don't mind it straying the last 2 minutes of the movie. But other than that, it almost goes hand in hand perfectly.
Hey guys,
Also-
can you think of any scenes where a movie actually did it better than the book? Because 9 times out of 10, book was better than movie.
Yes. Yes.
African Queen with
We
Humphrey
still
Bogart.
can't, Crow. Barely. We barely can.
Yeah, African Queen was great.
Most of the movie, The Green Mile. The book is good, but the movie was just so expertly done. That movie's
I
really
kept
good.
falling asleep during that movie.
Oh, how?
It was a really good movie. Listen, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, probably till the day I die. I'm probably going to reread it just to confirm this. Forrest Gump, the movie is pretty good. Forrest Gump, the book, sucks
better.
ass through a straw.
Oh, no.
Okay, it is, and a lot of people don't even know it was based on a book. Look, the biggest reasons, without getting too much into it, in the book, Gump, he does not have, he has no moral center. That's one. He's not.
Yeah.
In the movie, he comes off as kind of a good-hearted dullard. In the book, he's just a perverted dumbass, and he's damn near retarded, and not even in the good way.
Well, he kind of is in the book. I mean, in the movie.
Yeah, but he's a little slow, but like he didn't go full retard. Okay,
You never go full retard.
never go full retard. Right?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, he showed very high intelligence. He comes across as a high functioning but severely autistic.
Right, possibly. Now, in the book, another problem with the book is entirely in his first person perspective. In his thoughts are in that highly accented Southern drawl that is very makes it a bit of a slog to read.
Yeah,
And
it sounds cool to speak, but the written version is tough.
Yeah, and it just makes it kind of a pain to look. And there were some sequences in the book that didn't really work because, look, in the book, Gump is like this 6.5 foot tall, purebred country boy, right? Obviously, Tom Hanks is not. So some things that he did in the book didn't make the cut, like the scene when he gets his, his army check with the doctor. He turns around. Now, this would have actually been funny in the movie. Turns around, slugs the doctor, runs home naked, and watches his mother wrestle the MPs from his front porch. That would have been funny. But then after Vietnam, he went on to become a professional wrestler named the Dunce, and he was fighting guys who had names like the Turd. I'm not kidding you. And the ending of the book is even worse because the ending of the book, and I'm going to spoil this because it's not really any different than the movie. The movie is actually much more heartfelt and better. It is him, Lieutenant Dan, and an orangutan left over from the space program running a one-man band in New Orleans.
Oh, brother.
If I'm
This
lying,
sounds
I'm
like a
dying.
parody of the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It really does. And all throughout it, he's just kind of like, oh, well, that happened. Yeah, that's kind of his attitude to everything he goes through. And at the end, in the very last chapter, when he's doing the one-man band thing, Jenny comes up and says, "This is your son." And his response is kind of like, "Oh, okay."
That happened.
Yeah, that happened. That's what kind of Forrest Gump was. And
Hey, Swift.
it
Sup,
was
man?
definitely not. The movie was much more better. It was much more heartfelt. Oh, Jenny in the book is even worse than she is in the movie. In the book, she is a completely unrepentant whore.
Well,
I
That's
didn't
what she
see
is
her
in
as
the
that
movie.
much better in the movie, honest. Actually, I saw her as kind of sinister in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
She was a manipulative little.
Yeah, and,
Speaking
I mean,
of
I hated
villains,
the whole dynamic between them. On one hand, Gump was too stupid to realize that he's not good enough for her, but on the other hand, Jenny was too self-interested to realize that he's the best thing she's got going.
Right.
I'll shout out Roy Batty from Blade Runner to do Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I think it was
Yeah.
done better in the movie with the
Oh,
villain.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
for
kind of
sure.
forgettable in the book, and the movie is sure as fuck not.
Well, it's
In
like,
all honesty, How to Train Your Dragon is way better in the movies than the book.
The books
Yeah.
are weird, aren't they? They kind of start off, if I remember right, in the like events of the third one, but it's like way different.
Yeah.
I've heard that, and that movie is one that when I first saw it was like, oh, that's just a cute little kids movie. Watch it, my kids move on
That
as
whole
time has
trilogy.
as
is
time has
great.
gone on. The first movie to me has become just a complete classic. Like there are very few moments when I watch cinema where I get goosebumps, but that first flight he has with Toothless, bro, with the music and everything, goosebumps every time. And I'm like, and if you guys read The Black Crown, there is a lot of Hiccup's DNA in
There.
Ragoth's character
I
DNA.
thought about that, John. I thought you were too old to have seen that movie. Like I didn't know your kids were of an age where they would have seen it when it first came
Well,
out.
the books are kind of
Yeah.
disappointing, Bernard.
Yeah,
They don't have a structured narrative, I don't think.
Hold up, was it based on a book or was the book came after?
No,
They
it
were
was
based
it's
on the
based on a
book.
book series.
loosely based.
I didn't know
They
that.
Very,
went
very
which was
loosely.
better.
That's news to me.
But
I
this
just
is a
remember when it
nice
came out
little
when I was a kid and
gem
watched
to
it.
hang on to. The fact that, you know, Hollywood usually takes a book and destroys it when converting it to screen. The fact that they took that and made it better going to screen, that's just write that down because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah,
No.
odd how that happens.
Oh, also, I need to give some praises to the villains in some of the books of people in here. So, John, like I didn't go all the way through your manuscript, but I went a decent ways into it, and despite the short-lived kind of function of the villain in the early part of the book, it was effective, man. Like just like how the F is this person here? How are they doing this? And like people barely escaping by the skin of their teeth. I thought it was really, really well done.
Christian, wait until you read Christian.
Yeah, that part where he twists it, and you start off the book thinking you know who the villain is, and you question it as you go further in. And this is what I love about John's book is that I'm able to get into it, and I think I know where he's going with it, and twist it in such a way that I have to re-examine how I'm looking at the villain. And it's not in a woke manner. It's in just making me think. And I love that part about it where he made me think about who I'm calling villain in this book. And I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you get, Kahuna? So like, so I kind of have a perspective on where you're at with the narrative.
They had I think they had just left the God City, like that was built like up really high.
Oh yes, Arcathoria.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think I just got past there. Yeah,
that was my favorite. I told myself when I was writing that book, like I got to come up with like locations that are interesting and unique and dynamic. And I thought, what if you had this city of a city of mages that were built into the hand of a dead god?
That's
I was
so
like,
cool.
as soon as when you were writing about it, I'm like, I can see it. It's right there, man. It's so good.
Okay, so I got one for you.
What?
See,
Books that have butchered magic systems to the point they don't make sense.
Harry Potter.
I
love
Hold
Harry
up, it
Potter.
never
but-
had
A
magic
little,
systems
little
to
bit of a
begin with.
transitional thing about Harry Potter. Slight spoilers, but the way Hedwig when she went down in the books, I thought totally sucked. Movie version of
sucked.
that was
Hold up.
far better.
Frequency. All of the
They-
endings of the books are fucking shit. They're anticlimactic as fuck in the books. I read them for the first time in 2019, and everyone was like, "All this."
Did
I think the books are
accidentally
pretty
step
good,
on a landmine?
But I think every ending of every fucking book is dog shit. The worst one is Deathly Hallows. It's literally Voldemort and Harry running around in circles.
Billy Bob, you shut your.
Hold up. You're running around in
Absolutely
circles.
not.
They shoot one spell at each other, and then Voldemort just falls over dead. Boom, that's it.
Dad, you always do this.
But I was referring specifically to the change they made for Hedwig, because I thought they did her dirty in the book.
I thought I'm pretty sure that Hedwig's death is the same in the movie, if I'm not
No.
mistaken.
Hedwig,
am I
Hedwig,
forgetting?
she was sitting in a cage in Harry's lap in the sidecar of the flying bike,
That's right. Yeah.
and she was in the cage was blasted out of his lap, and she tumbled to her death.
I
Yeah,
In the
forgot
movie,
about
she
that.
went down kicking some ass.
Yeah, she was like poking their eyes out, but I think in the book, like having Hedwig right there, and then like him being helpless to do it, I don't know. I think they're both effective for their own way. But Aragon, books and movies. or the one movie. Aragon, the magic system makes sense at first, and then the further you go into the series, by the end, you're like, wait a second, no, this doesn't work at all anymore. like anyone competent to with this one piece of knowledge could have defeated the bad guy at any point in this story. Holy smokes.
What was the Never Ending Story 2? They didn't know what to do with the plot because technically he's allowed to make every wish, but he doesn't know that there's a limit on how many wishes because he's losing his memories every time he makes a wish.
Oh no.
But he just will not make a fucking wish. And then the wishes he makes are like retarded. He's wishing for every step to climb up this tower.
Jesus, dude.
Well, check it, guys. It was fun to talk, but I got to get going. I've got some more book work to do. You guys have a good evening.
All right.
See you later.
Thank you for coming on, John, and good luck in the book. I look forward to it.
Good luck.
Okay.
staying on
Thank you
planet,
all.
John.
When your book is released, I'm going to give you a WOG, like a good 40K orc WOG. I'll give
Thank you,
one of
sir.
those. It'll be good.
Later, guys.
Bad was the Aragon movie.
See
Have
ya.
a good one, and everybody go check out his YouTube channel, author Jen A. Douglas. Give him a subscription. He is really good.
Yeah.
So
no,
how bad
puts on
was
a good
the
show.
Aragon movie? I've never watched it.
don't.
I just know my
yeah,
cousin
it's-
loved the books and shit.
They did a couple things okay, but then it was such shit. I hated it.
Now, you want to see a movie where they just totally eviscerated the magic system where it made no sense?
How's that?
I hate to say it, but Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That movie didn't make sense at any point, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
No.
I mean, as much as I love the pure
Look at this
spectacle.
shiny tool. Look
of-
at this shiny brass ring. Look
Yeah.
at it. Look at it. Now you're bored
What-
with it. Now look at these shiny brass rings. How about 5 shiny brass rings? That's the movie in a nutshell.
Yeah, when it came to
Rita,
the
what
musical
hap- what
battle,
happened?
I thought the spectacle was pretty cool, but we had no bearings or basis to understand what was happening.
What happened? No Way Home happened, and Marvel shat its pants.